Welcome back to New Rockstars, and She-Hulk Episode 6 finally introduced the Intelligencia to the MCU as the likely entity going after Jennifer's blood. But the question remains, why? Why are these random creepy men trying to get under Jennifer's skin, huh? Well, what if I told you that what's happening here is a setup for Captain America the 4th? What if I told you that this could be the first steps to introducing yet another Captain America type super soldier to the MCU? This is Rogue Theory, the show where we pitch the wildest theories for the nerdy titles that we love. My name is MT, and going rogue with me today is the moderator of the TitaniaDidNothingWrong.com website. It's Jessica Clemens. What's going on, Jess?
Hello there. I'm doing great.
Obi-Wan Kenobi, Jess. Hello there.
I'm doing great. I'm getting my properties mixed up. I'm so tired. But we'll get there.
And of course, we have the keeper of the Darkhold herself. It's your girl, Whitney Van Laningham. What's going on, Whitney?
I keep the Darkhold because I sleep with the Darkhold, baby! Underneath my pillow at night. That's why I didn't sleep, because the Darkhold is taking over.
It's all those Souls of the Damned being so damn loud in that book. Come on, guys. Shh.
Come on, get a little shut-eye.
And finally, we of course have the Vice President of the Intelligencia in the flesh here with us. It is Mr. Matt Acevedo. What's going on, Matt?
Hello. Yes, I thought we were just selling coffee beans. Turns out we are an evil organization. So let's go.
It happens.
Don't slander Matt by lumping him in with those incels. Come on. He's a sweet boy.
I'm saying that he's very smart.
Yes, and they'll all wait 30 minutes for a cup of coffee in Silver Lake.
Oh yeah, for all of our Rogue Theory listeners who don't live in the Los Angeles area, Intelligencia is an extremely overpriced hipster-ass coffee place in Silver Lake that way too many men with beards and no deodorant go.
Wait, really?
So that's yes.
Yeah.
That's what you're. Yes, Intelligencia is a coffee place here.
Wow.
But it's only for
and
hipsters.
They're evil.
You can't go if you're not extremely hip. If you walk in wearing anything less than something that looks like Mumford and Sons would wear in 2010, you get kicked out.
Wow.
You can't even go.
If you want to feel like you're judged for getting a cup of coffee, go there.
That's what I like. I like a little judgment with my cup of joe. But this leads us to our first topic of today. I believe that the Intelligencia wants to create the mutant growth hormone that we see in the Marvel comics. And if you don't know what this is, basically it's like a drug that Marvel characters take if they want temporary superpowers. And it doesn't last forever, and it sort of simulates the power of a mutant. But in the comics, mysterious group creates a mutant growth hormone from the blood of various superpowered people. It doesn't have to be a mutant per se. So I believe that the Intelligencia wants to use Jennifer's blood to usher in the mutant growth hormone for the MCU, because we know that Patriot is coming to the MCU. We saw him in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. He is Isaiah Bradley's grandson. And we know in the comics that he takes this mutant growth hormone to sort of pretend like he inherited the powers from his grandfather, but he's actually just taking this drug. And we know that, Wilson Fisk, he's unnecessarily strong, can rip off a car door for some reason. And I just feel like, and also Jessica Jones, her powers will probably be linked to the mutant growth hormone as well. So I think that this is the first steps of getting Jen's blood is the Intelligencia's way of sort of flooding the world with this mutant growth hormone, likely to help Hydra create more chaos in the world. Because the more people that have powers, the more chaos that you have, and the more people will seek someone to sort of control the chaos. But all that aside, what do you guys think of this?
I think it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. I think everyone gets superpowers.
Hey.
Let's go.
Oprah
Chaos.
style.
Let's go.
Oprah style.
You get powers. You get levitation. You get lasers out of your eyes.
Yeah, I definitely think that someone's going to get a hold of this. This is going to leak out, and someone's going to use it. Obviously, Intelligencia is going to use it. I keep saying, is it Intelligencia or
It's
Intelligencia?
Gencia now.
Anyways.
It's officially Gencia with that soft G.
So I don't actually Intelligencia. I actually don't know much about from the comics. So this is new territory for me. But I think it's going to lead to some sort of bigger kind of thing. I definitely think it's going to be involved with some sort of mutation in the future. It's going to help get obviously get more people superpowers. I think that we're going to have maybe AIM will come back. I think we're kind of done with Hydra for now. I just don't see Hydra coming back anytime soon. But I kind of think AIM might get a hold of it and use that to bolster up their guys, their grunts. And we'll get some sort of superhuman war, and then in Manhattan and all the different teams that are there, because the Defenders, the Young Avengers, the Avengers, the mutants. We're kind of building up to like this kind of all out like superhero war in Manhattan, I think.
Bro, like I have been wanting a Civil War II for the longest time, especially now, considering that She-Hulk is introducing so many superpowered people like that we've ever seen in the MCU before. So like we got to get a Civil War II going. Come on. I need
Can
to
we
see.
please get Civil War II to just be Titania and She-Hulk fighting at a wedding? Please.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
10 more hours of that.
Let's get that going. Let's get the whole match going. Oh, that would be
Listen,
hilarious.
I recently got engaged, and if both of those bitches don't show up and start a fight at my wedding, I'm canceling my wedding.
Why even get married at that point?
Why get married? And I'm sure my fiance would agree. I'm speaking on behalf of both of us.
But just a little tangent, that wedding episode was fantastic. I thought it was super fun.
Patty Harrelson is a queen.
So
oh my
good.
God. I am obsessed with her.
So good.
And she was so goddamn good.
Yeah, but I think we are leading the Civil War II, though. I think that's like, we had Civil War II in the comics. We're seeing a little bit of it with like Captain Marvel, where like young, heroes need to be kind of like held accountable or like not, I think we're kind of building towards that. Civil War II was about the Young Hero Registration Act, if I think that's correct, and how like, they need to register and stuff like that. Tony Stark was the one leading that thinking that was wrong, and it was actually Carol Danvers who's the one who's like pro, like they should register. I think I got that right. I might have flipped those, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
That was the first one. The second one was about like they have this Inhuman that can see the future, and so like Minority Report.
Oh, that's right. It was sorry, I got that mixed up. You're right. I totally forgot. And it was like he was able to see. I think it was Miles killing like Cap, and then it was like we had to prevent this before it happens, and that's what it was. Sorry,
no, it's okay.
Yeah, got that mixed up.
I think our next Civil War II is Secret Wars. I think that's the next time we're gonna see everyone get split into two sides. And it'll be better because it's superheroes versus villains. But to your theory, MT, I like it. I like what you said. My one thing is, how likely do you think they're going to be trying to take the mutant gene from a Hulk and that would become the mutant gene? Are you trying to say that would be the start of the mutant gene, would be the Hulk's blood?
Oh no, I'm saying like specifically the mutant hormone drug, because like it's called the mutant hormone drug in the comics, but like historically in the comics, they don't have to necessarily get that data for the drug from a mutant. You can get it from any type of superpowered person. So I'm thinking that they're going to do that in the MCU and be like, all right, person with weird enhanced DNA, let's just use that to create the mutant growth mode. It doesn't really have to be from a mutant per se, but they're just going to market it like that because you're mutating blood.
That's interesting that they wouldn't just take from themselves, or they wouldn't take from someone that's less, breakable or unbreakable as She-Hulk. But I like the idea that them starting research, if the Intelligencia is starting like they are in the comics and they're just trying to become like a mass of knowledge, they're probably just trying to get everyone's blood so they can like test it all and then be like, where the one blood we don't have is the Hulk blood. So maybe that's when they're trying to like break off and get She-Hulk's blood to test, because she's easier to get, and also no one knows where Hulk is because he's off world. So I like the idea of it. I'm interested in it.
Okay.
It sounds like a cow.
I want to see like I think someone like a mutant could take it and they amplify their power to like a Cyclops took it and his like blast is just massive. You know what I mean? Like I want to see. We're building to a hero. It's like I have no choice, and like they take it themselves and they just go super ham.
It's just like the soldier serum.
Cyclops becomes two-eyed normal man.
That'd be so stupid. I'd be what Matt said. I agree with. I could see that happening in retrospect, that instead of getting their blood to further like study, they're more so getting it to get the gamma radiation so that they can defeat a Hulk. I like the idea of them taking her blood to test it to either make an army or to make, you need to get the disease in order to beat the disease. So what if they are just grabbing it so they can make a gamma radiation that could actually take her out? I like the idea of them doing it in both ways.
That's cool.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the threats are like they're big threats now. There's no secrets. There's literally a celestial sticking out of like what the Indian Ocean, like Like, and you know, people got to be prepared.
What is that guy up to? I need to know. What is Tiamat up
chilling.
to? Tell me. I need like a 24/7 like Tiamat watch. Day 5. Like where they have like a drone in the sky that just like watches him at all times.
That,
and you can tune into the live footage whenever you want.
Oh my God.
A bird shits on Tiamat's head. Everyone laughs.
Like a Marvel Studios website, they just have a live feed.
Yeah. I think
I would
that
love
should
that
happen.
on Disney Plus.
I would.
Like a Disney Plus short about that.
The Tiamat.
Hell yeah.
He looks like he's like perpetually reciting Shakespeare, who's like, to be or not to be? That is the question.
Alas, poor Yorick.
Jesus Christ.
So, dude, I really like this a lot because, first of all, number one thing. It's Intelligencia now, okay? It's not Intelligencia or Intelligencia. It is Intelligencia
100%.
Because those people were just like, ew, she's green and a girl. And it's like, pick a better point, my guys. Like, pick a better hill to die on. She's hot as hell.
It's true. And they were on Reddit, which makes it even worse.
That's just dumb. Dude, seriously. Just like put down the laptop, go outside a little bit, make some friends, incels. Please stop
Seriously.
this. Stop trying to steal someone else's blood. It's not cool. And then second of all, I really like this theory because the way that you were describing like Patriot taking the like whatever, the hormones or the serum or whatever the they end up calling it, taking it so that he can like fake inheriting the powers, because that it kind of reminded me of the first Hulk movie where Emil Blonsky takes the serum and then he tries to fight the Hulk and realizes, oh shit, I can't. I'm not actually like powerful enough. And then that's like what drives him to go harder,
Right.
turn into Abomination. And so I think that it would be really interesting to see Patriot be like, okay, I'm supposed to follow in my grandfather's footsteps. And then he gets his ass kicked. And then he's like, okay, I can't get my ass kicked again. That was horrible. I'm going to go get this like human growth hormone so that I can kick ass just as hard as everyone expects me to. That would be so cool. I'm fully on board for that. I love it.
Like, I honestly feel like that's going to happen. I feel like that's what they're setting up with Falcon and Winter Soldier. Because this kid sees Falcon, he's like, yo, he's the new Cap. And like, yo, like my dad was Captain America. So like, I feel like I need to be Captain America too. And so he's going to take that juice. No, I like how you brought up the Emil Blonsky and like that whole Incredible Hulk situation, because like, I believe the reason why the leader is even the villain of Cap 4 is because of the Super Soldier program. Like the reason why we have the Incredible Hulk movie, it's all because of that Super Soldier serum. Yeah, I really honestly believe that it's going to be all about the Super Soldier serum and like trying to recreate that, and mutant growth hormone being like the sort of like a trial version. Like they're almost there, but like it's like, all right, we got a temporary version. Let's just release it. Like we're almost there. So just release it out to the market and let's make money off of it, because the power broker's out here trying to give people powers. So I think that she's going to probably be involved as well.
Damn, the power broker. I didn't even think about that for this. Yes. Oh my God. I don't know why I didn't even think about that.
I
Dude,
just
you're
remembered
so
her too.
Look at you. You're a little smart Hulk. Look at you. I didn't even think about that.
You don't need a serum.
Nah,
You
you're
don't get
totally
juiced.
right.
You're
totally
already-
no. That makes perfect sense. I love this theory.
All right. So in regards to this theory of the mutant growth hormone coming from the blood cells of She-Hulk herself, what do you guys think?
Rogus.
Rogus? All right. One Rogus from Whitney.
I'm giving it.
What do you think, Matt?
I also say Rogus, baby. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
And how do you think, Jess?
I am going to give this an Ogus. I'm going to give this an Ogus
Okay.
because I think it's a very good idea, but I just want to see more rogue about it. I want to see more Rogus.
And it'll also cure COVID-19.
Okay, wait a minute. That's a little too tame. That's a little too tame for me now. Now it's a bogus. No, I'm joking. I want COVID more. I want it worse. No, I want you to be like delivering like milk with it in it and delivering it to the kids to be drinking it or some shit. I want you to like be getting into the lunch supply. I want you to be going crazy with it. Put it in the water supply, cabin fever it. But I did like the idea of it regardless. I just want the execution to be menacing. menacing.
Okay.
Oh, I like that. What you just said about putting it in the water and shit. I'm kind of for that.
Just go off.
That's pretty dope. Because that feels like a reaction to like how we don't have Inhumans in the MCU right now. Like that could be like how people get like, it feels very mist to me.
Ooh.
Inhuman.
Oh yeah, like
mist,
the Terrigen mist. I would like
That's
it.
really dangerous. I don't want that to happen. I don't want to accidentally go to drink a little chocolate milk at lunch and suddenly I have superpowers that I didn't ask for and don't want.
The thing is, I'd rather have powers because we saw how they were in Avatar, and I'm not going to turn into an Iman and just straight up be like, I'm mad that I didn't get any ability. I'd be pissed. I at least want to test it. I want to see if I get something. And if I don't get anything, then I'll turn into a villain.
I'd want something super lame, a super lame power that I'd like make my own.
Make my own. As long as I don't have immortality and as long as I don't have just like a physical one that gets me physically, like I turn into a frog looking creature, then I'd be fine.
What's wrong with frogs, huh?
The thing
What's
is,
wrong
he's
with
in
frogs?
a suit. He's in a suit. He can take it off. But if I'm that girl from My Hero Academia and I just have a long tongue and I jump from things, I don't want
She's
that.
kind of a weirdo.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what superpower I want to get Andrew Glauberman's superpower from Big Mouth. That's right, baby. Every time I fart, I want to turn invisible.
That's pretty good.
At
That's
first,
not
I was
bad.
like,
That's pretty
the
dope.
kid that kissed his cousin. I was like trying so hard to think of like his superpower.
Yeah, that kid. There's a superhero episode of Big Mouth. There's a whole episode that takes place in a character's mind where all of them randomly wake up with superpowers and everyone has really cool powers except for Andrew, who farts
That's
when he
pretty
turns
cool.
invisible.
I will take that.
That way no one knows who did it.
Exactly. Then no one knows who dealt it if they smelt it.
Exactly.
Now, if you can't turn invisible until you fart. So I couldn't like go up and like, you know, I don't know, go up behind like, say that someone's giving a press conference and like sneak up behind them and fart because they'd see me.
No, because because then that would turn you back visible.
Oh shit.
You have to fart
shit.
yourself visible and then invisible.
Yep.
So
That's
it
a lot of
requires
pressure.
Yeah, it's like a 2-fart situation.
Imagine you're like about to do a job interview, you're nervous, you fart, and then you just turn invisible. It's like, no, I gotta get this job interview.
MT, only you are farting during a job interview.
Before a job interview.
You're like, oh, I was holding this.
Nervous toots?
The interviewee, you're like, hold on, I gotta force another one. Hold on.
Wait, give me 1 sec. You're gonna taste it, but give me 1 second.
You're gonna taste it. But thank you guys. I will take 2 Roguses and an Ogus any day. Up next, Jess has an interesting theory about the weird wedding in She-Hulk episode 6 that she's gonna get into. But first, be sure to check out our awesome merch options over at newrockstarsmerch.com. We currently have 2, I put 1 finger up, but 2 latest Obsession shirts available right now, including our She-Hulk inspired Lady Justice shirt, along with our Ash and Ruin shirt inspired by the House of the Dragon. You'll also find merch available for Rings of Power and Andor. So much awesome content means so much awesome merch. Support the channel by checking out all of our awesome merch options over at newrockstarsmerch.com. But Whitney has our ad for us today. Take it away, Whitney.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, a new product has just hit the market. And you're going to be so excited about it because it is zebra perfume. Have you ever wanted to walk into the savannah acting like you goddamn own the place? Spritz on a little zebra perfume. It's gonna feel good. You're not a horse. You're not. No matter what they tell you, you are not a horse. You are special. You are unique and better than horses. And you deserve to smell like it, baby.
Exactly.
Is it made of zebra?
It's made from zebra pheromones. So in the same way that they have tried to inject She-Hulk to take out, the human growth hormone and make more Hulks, we take a sampling from all zebra sweat that comes from their glands, their pheromones. We bottle it, we package it up. You are going to hit that grassland like you are the king.
Yes.
That's what's going to happen to you. You are so much more special than horses, and never forget that. Zebra perfume.
Listen, I have my plans to wear my zebra perfume during the premiere of the Mufasa movie that they just announced. Because just being the theme of the jungle.
A tribute.
I need to have my good zebra perfume, and also to attract a good zebra mate in the future.
A good zebra mate is hard to find.
Yes, I'm attracted to zebras. You heard it here first.
And when you find that mate, you gotta take off zebra. Am I right?
Zebra.
I was interested in this product when Whitney was pitching it, and then as soon as MT started pitching on it, I didn't want to buy it anymore.
It got instantly creepy.
You MT.
I was gonna invest, and now I'm pulling out completely.
But anyway, this leads us to our second topic for today, which will be presented by the lovely Jessica Clemens. Take it away, Jess.
Yes, it has nothing to do with zebras or horses. It has nothing to do with animals,
boo.
except for dogs, because all men are dogs. There, I said it.
Yeah, I play softball, and I love catching balls in the outfield. I totally get it. I love it. It's so thrilling.
Aw, you are a Labrador, Matt.
Thanks.
My theory is spoilers for the new episode of She-Hulk. By the time this comes out, you will have seen the recent episode of She-Hulk, I hope.
The one with Daredevil?
You're so funny. You're so fucking funny, MT. You make me laugh. So I'm tired, and also I spent a lot of time with MT today, so I'm allowed to treat him like this. My theory about this recent episode of She-Hulk, episode 6, the one without Daredevil, is that the whole wedding is a sham. I think the entire wedding is staged. Not only is the wedding clearly, it clearly is like, no offense to She-Hulk, you can see that the art department definitely had like one little set location and was like, okay, we're gonna invite only 15 people. There's not gonna be a dinner. There's not going to be any food. The money that she used to buy her drinks is the same $5 bill over and over and over again. So I think I do the breakdown, so I have to look very closely at these things. So I think not only is it like a small get together, I just think it's all staged by Intelligencia. And even if it's not the Intelligencia, I think, well, no, it is the Intelligencia, because afterwards we get that zoom out of the satellite camera. I assume it's a satellite, not a hidden one anywhere on site. But I think it's a satellite camera of Josh and her. And I think it's all staged. That's why Lulu, Patty, was like, I don't want you in She-Hulk form. I want you in Jen form. And I don't think it's just out of like, this is my day. I think it's out of like, I need you to do this for me, because they're trying to get her blood from her, even if she's drunk. I think they're just trying to get her at her lowest point so they can her up.
I definitely think that Josh is
absolutely a plant.
He's
100%.
He's too hot and too cool to not be a plant.
He's saying all the right things. Like
it's too convenient that he's that hot. Like, come on.
Watching it, I was like, I get that it's a TV show, but I have maybe it's just me. I have never been in an altercation where a man has been that upfront about their intentions. And I have also been like interested in that man.
Never.
Also, it's been reciprocated, and that man has come up to me and been like, "You're the gorgeous woman here, and I was hoping to run into someone as pretty as you." Like, no.
And you're eating nuts. It's like perfect, you know?
And that's the thing, is that he went into it like pretending to be insecure, because that makes her let her guard down. Because he's like, he's just like, oh, I'm so awkward. Be my friend. And then she feels bad because he's trying. And then she gives him the time of day. And it's like, no, he's clearly from Intelligencia.
Honestly, there's a lot of red flags. That being like the major one of being like, why are you faking this? Why are you faking being here?
And Titania being there.
Right.
Titania showing up. Like, with this
there's no way.
And like Chad being the DJ.
Chad being the DJ. Look, what was that? Suspicious.
That guy, I can see him like he's gonna show up again. An incredible, Incredible Hulk. He's coming back, baby. I think he's actually not a plant. I think he's just here to have a good time. He's gonna be like, in What If, he probably DJ'd that Thor party. You know what I mean? In
Hell
What If.
yeah.
I hope that actor gets more work, but I also think, no offense to Ched, he was a simple plant. Like, it had to feel like it was more like fluid, and I feel like getting Ched involved, he was not paying attention to anything around him but playing the whitest, worst music for a wedding.
Totally. Oh yeah, did it bother anyone else that he didn't play Ballroom Blitz when Titania and She-Hulk were fighting? Because I was like, you're a DJ and you don't know the perfect song for a wedding fight?
The electric.
The electric shuffle.
The electric.
But that's not as good as Ballroom Blitz for a fight.
Yeah, it's just because that's like a wedding song, right? It's like I've never done that. I've never heard that at a wedding, but I know that's like what it's for, right?
It's also like kind of an older song that we did back in the early 2000s. Like, even the Cupid Shuffle comes after that somehow. Like, There's other wedding songs you
Yeah.
could have chose to do, but they chose this one. Either way, that's me being nitpicky about the music. I hated the music.
Why don't you leave a Yelp review for this wedding? Why don't you? Jeez.
I apologize sincerely to the Incredible Hulk for my disparaging words.
It was probably the cheapest because those songs are expensive to use.
They are.
Even within Disney's library, like they're expensive. So it's probably the cheapest song.
Should have just played "It's a Small World" after all. It would have been
I would have been
so much more appropriate.
Reusing the same $5 bill was the sign. Like
We have $7.
We are running out of budget.
I felt bad when I noticed it. I was like, how many times are they just gonna turn the camera a different angle? Because they just like they did it upside down, and I was like, it's still the same numbers. Still the same numbers.
It's like we blew our CG budget on She-Hulk, so we have $7 more left.
So
That's all we have.
only have $7 left. East Admissible Detail. The production budget only has $7
I'm
left.
not, again, I love She-Hulk. One of my friends writes on it. I'm obsessed with it. But I can point out a lot of the technical flaws in this, where it's the $5 bills. The ADR is very off in a lot of places. And I'm not going to get into the visual effects because I don't care about it. Get over it, you guys. And the last thing to follow my theory is the fact that I think, which I brought it up in our Inside Marvel that will come out yesterday, when this comes out, Josh is such a plant that I think that he's a part of the Intelligencia in a way that this is kind of a stretch, but I think men will go this far when they're talking about on the Intelligencia website, like, She-Hulk sucks. I went on a date with her and she didn't like me because I talked too much. She didn't like me because I was too strong. She didn't like me because I didn't pull out a chair. So they're making this mock version of a man for She-Hulk that is Josh, who is a perfect guy. And it's just that he knows he's the exact opposite of what Arthur, Noah, Derek, all those boys, Todd, all those boys were.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but the thing is, he still has that red flag. Like Whitney said, he's too easy.
He's using the Barney Stinson playbook,
Yes.
and we've all seen How I Met Your Mother. Like,
Yeah.
we get it. We get it.
And he approached her when she was like blasted drunk.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Red flag.
Come on.
Jessica, do you even think that her friend getting married, the lights just turned
my
off,
God.
got spooky. Do you think that her friend getting married, like that was a plant too? Like her best friends or like her friend from like 4th grade or whatever?
Yes, 2 reasons. A, we never see her with Adam, the husband. 2, in the post-credits scene or in the courtroom illustration, she's making out with Ched. And so I'm like, you can be as open as you want, but it's your wedding day and you're not making out with your husband in the photo booth. You're only making out with Ched. That's
yeah.
wild. I just think it's all a plant. Everything was too easy.
Interesting.
It's too convenient. Yeah.
Titania showing up
Totally.
with a random date, her being treated like crap.
It's all a mind game. They're trying to break her down like mentally, right? Like the whole show. I mean, hell, do you think even like the moment she put herself out as She-Hulk on the dating app, like all those guys that she dated, were they part of it too to like break her down mentally?
Yes.
It seems like because after the first attack on Jen, right? After the first physical attack on Jen, that didn't work. So maybe this whole season, all of that's been plants.
The Intelligencia
crazy.
is literally like Andrew Tate, and everybody, every man on the show is like, I'm not for it, but I see where they're coming from. Like, because that's how I feel about every date she went on. They could easily each be a part of that website, the Intelligencia, based off of like one trait. Like Derek, the wrestler, is like, She-Hulk is weak. I'm stronger than her. I'm going to join this website. And I'd be like, what?
It's just like she's out there, you know. It's like it's sad to see. I want her to succeed. I like her so much.
I love her, and I think she's great, and I think she's great as Jen and as She-Hulk.
Exactly.
She is easily. I'm not, and this is bold, but she's my like favorite character, I think, in the MCU. She's so fun. I would go get a beer with her. I want to hang out with her.
I would get a beer with her. I would
She's
get
so
19
cool.
beers with her.
She would carry me home conscious.
20 would be excessive. 19.
She would carry me home like a little baby and tuck me into bed after I got too drunk with her. It'd be great. That's all I want.
Her and Wang, I would want to hang out like all the time.
And obviously Madison's coming. I mean, if Wang's there, Madison's coming too.
The show has to like, improv off, Matt. It can't be as grounded as we want it to be. Like, clearly, I don't even want to say this out loud, but like, not every guy, MCU does not act like those men. You, Matt, do not act like those men.
Not every dude is an ass.
Yeah, exactly.
Most of them are.
There's a lot of them, but not all of them.
There's a lot of them. I do not put me on team man. I'm still team woman.
I'm still team woman too.
I am also team woman.
No, there's a lot of out there. A lot of real bad, real bad people out there, dude.
Yeah, no, I really like this theory of like all of them being plants, because that wedding was so awkward and so weird, and it just felt like it was just last minute planned. Like, all right, here's a wedding. Here's a bunch of people in a room. Dress up nice.
I will say I've been to a couple weddings that are like that.
We talked about that on Inside Marvel. We were like, it's a very LA like wedding.
Yeah, it is a very LA wedding.
Yeah, I am kind of exhausted on weddings right now, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. Like the last 2 years, it feels like everyone I know, it's like very rushed. I don't know.
Matt, I'm really sorry
happy.
that I just got engaged and I added to that.
How dare you,
congratulations.
Whitney?
I'm so sorry. I'm
Why
very
didn't you
sorry.
think about Matt before you said yes? What's wrong with you, Whitney?
I didn't think about Matt. I'm so
I'm just
sorry.
saying. I like it when it's about the marriage, but you can tell when they just like, it's not really about the marriage. It's like about either the family or like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, hate that. Okay, but you guys, I just realized that, does this mean that Jonathan the dog was also a plant?
Yes, Jonathan is actually a Skrull.
No.
Jonathan was absolutely a plant because he was actually dead during the entire take.
Dude, yeah, that was like Weekend at Bernie's starring Jonathan. That was Weekend at Jonathan's.
That dog's actually a robot, and that's how we got the footage.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. What if we got the satellite footage from the dog?
Oh my God, that would be hilarious. Taxidermy robot dog.
It was at purse level, you know what I mean? It was just like,
It's like,
Yeah.
don't mind us. My dog's just watching a date.
Actually, this is the third dog in the MCU that's been injured. Second dog that's basically dead. Because we got Sparky as WandaVision, and now we got him, and then we got the Hawkeye dog that's blind in one eye. So, hey, MCU, I see where you're going, and you need to stop.
Yes.
Stop hurting my dogs.
We need to stop.
MCU, stay away from Pugsley. I like him intact.
yeah.
Yes. Let's talk about this theory. What do you guys think about just this theory about all of these people at the wedding being a plant? I think it's Rogus. Well, what do you guys think?
Double, triple, quadruple million Rogus.
Quadruple million Rogus? That's the most Roguses we've ever had.
Yeah.
I think that this is the hardest I've ever Rogused, because I agree that intensely.
I'm a Rogus, but I don't think it's everyone. I do think her friend was actually getting married, but they weaseled their way in to the party. I do think it's Rogus.
Okay.
Because weddings are sloppy, baby.
Weddings are messy, baby. They're sloppy.
I think I did pretty good. Looks like I'm going to go buy land now with all these Roguses. See ya. Bye.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to buy land, and I'm going to get my name on a railroad. Are railroads still a big deal?
Yeah. Yeah, get your name on a goddamn cross-country railroad.
I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm investing well right now if I do that. So I'm going to go do that.
You really are. Yeah. I fully support your choice.
I'm all
Whitney just
about
wants
this.
me to fail in life.
No, I don't. Jess, I want to have a railroad with you.
Buddy, I'm a railroad. There's buses. There's railroads
I don't know.
Listen.
I just believe in us. We
Make
have
an
charisma.
interactive like murder mystery railroad.
Murder mystery railroad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Murder
Yeah.
on the Orient Express for everyone. All aboard. Toot toot.
And this is the last rogue theory ever because we have made it, baby.
Because now we all have a railroad.
Yeah.
The next rogue theory will be on a train, coincidentally.
It will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And patrons get to buy stock.
Everybody gets 10%.
Yeah, you get to buy stock in our train.
Like a tithe.
The biggest donation to Super Chat on Break Room will get to be the conductor.
God damn.
That's how capitalism
There you
works. But now it is time for our rogue question. You guys ready for this one?
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
All right, because with the news coming out this week that Keanu Reeves, the most beautiful man in the world, the nicest man on the planet, will be returning to play Constantine in a sequel nearly 20 years after the first film, what long-forgotten hero would you like to see make a roguish return after a long absence?
Can the person be dead?
Sure.
Yeah, but it has to be their corpse. It can't be them. It can't be
Okay. Okay. Okay, so it's like Doctor
Yes,
Strange
yes, yes.
style, basically. Okay. Okay. So then my pick is obviously Dalton from Roadhouse.
Oh, okay.
That is a guy
That's thick.
who could absolutely come back do Roadhouse 2, fix up another bar, maybe get into the MCU a little bit. You know that bar where Eddie Brock was hanging out at the end of No Way Home? He could start being a cooler there, not a bouncer, a cooler, where every mantra and motto of every staff member is, be nice until it's time to not.
Ooh.
I dig it.
And that's what I want.
I dig it.
I'm gonna go Whitney's route as well with a dead person. And I'm gonna do reanimate my boy Gene Wilder and bring back Willy Wonka in the chocolate factory with a living corpse. And he does the cane trip, but he immediately falls and his leg like snaps off a little bit. But he's like, I'm still awake. He says, I'm still. And then can you imagine that River song, but with a dead man singing it?
Oh, 100%.
Oh.
It's directed by Sam Raimi. It's gonna be
There's
great.
a dead man.
And there's like souls of the dam in the chocolate river, you know? Like it's gonna be sick.
Oh, every
Oh
time
my
he tries
God.
to save a kid, he touches them with his dead fingers. I love Gene Wilder. Let me get that first out there. But
I love Gene Wilder too. And I love Patrick Swayze, and I don't mean, none of us mean to disparage
Yes,
the
they're-
dead.
I love those
we
two.
just love them so much, we want them to come back.
We want to come back. Even if they're zombies, we'd still love them. We'd still love them even if they were zombies.
There's a lot of people I wouldn't want to come back as a zombie.
I wouldn't kiss them, but I'd get them.
That's fair.
What do you think, Matt?
I mean, I don't think I want anyone back as not. Oh, for me, sorry. Yeah, for me, I really want. This is a bit of a hack, but I want the Mystery Men back. I want a new Mystery Men.
Oh.
Have Ben Stiller still in it. But it's written by the Lonely Island, and it's like all like current SNL cast members, you know, and like I want a like. It's just like 20 years later, everyone's retired except for Ben Stiller, who can't give up the game.
No, do William H. Macy. Let William H. Macy come.
Yeah.
William H. Macy can come. Yeah, but I want Mystery Men to come back. I think it's time. I think the world's ready for it with like today's like sense of humor.
Where is our Mystery Men sequel? Let's go. Let's get this going, man.
Oh yeah, Janine
Jeez.
Garofalo was on there. Yeah, they're all. Oh yeah, and you got.
They're all
Yeah,
great.
yours is the only person who's alive, so let's start a petition.
Yeah, everyone.
Let's go.
Change.org. Bring Ben Stiller back as Mystery Man.
Yeah.
That would be so great. You know what? I'm going to have to give that the Rogue Question Winner trophy of the day, Matt. Mystery Men 2 has got to happen.
yeah.
Come on.
It's going
It's so
to.
funny.
It's going to.
Classic movie. My
Yeah.
goodness.
I'm so
Let's get it
surprised they
going.
never made like a reboot of it, or they tried. I'm so surprised they didn't.
Right?
Yeah.
Considering
Yeah.
like the hype for superheroes and all that stuff. Like,
Well, now they're going to because Matt said so.
exactly. Matt just spoke it into existence. And it's reboot time, baby.
There you go, Hollywood. I
And
will
there
take
you
my
go,
paycheck.
Hollywood.
I'll take that
That
check.
one's for free.
Yeah.
You and Jess are going to have so much land. Just kidding. But that is it for this episode of Rogue Theory. I want to thank our amazing guests, Jessica Clemens, Whitney Van Laningham, and Matt Acevedo for joining us today. Follow them wherever they are on the internet, like on Twitter and stuff. You can support our channel by checking out all of our awesome merch options over at newrockstarsmerch.com. And if you got thoughts on some of our Rogue Theories, you can share them on our Discord. Just be over 18 and search for the New Rockstars Discord server to join the conversation. You can follow me at MasterTainment if you want to see me tweet some weird shit. You can follow the New Rockstars on all social platforms, and be sure to subscribe to our channel here on YouTube. We love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for spending time with us. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Nice.
Buy the railroads.
I'm gonna build a monorail. You get the
Let's
railroad.
buy
I'll
the
get
The
railroad.
monorail will make more money than the railroads. I can guarantee that.